Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the men that taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And peace and blessings to the elect of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the Israelites according to the Bible, who are scattered throughout the four corners of the world. All right, I'm gonna go back into getting on Esau, exposing the so-called white man who is Esau according to the scriptures. Okay, because that's what time we in. The scriptures tell us that in the last days, we're in the very last seconds of the last days, that the man of sin, the mystery of iniquity, was gonna be revealed. Okay, which is Esau, Edom. The Edomites are the mystery of iniquity, you know. Now, in the previous video that I put up, I had made a statement saying that the main point of the video was to show the pride of Esau, and I had meant to mention something behind that, but I didn't. The point of that video was to show the pride of Esau, and also to show that he's a destroyer. Wherever he goes, he brings destruction. He brings death, and he brings mourning upon the people and upon the planet itself, you know. And I had used this video, and I'm gonna play it in just a minute. I had used this video at the end, or I played the video at the end of the lesson, okay. And now on this lesson, I want to use this video and go through it and basically commentate on this video, and I'm probably gonna bring out Habakkuk 2 again. But before I get into the video and any other scriptures, Habakkuk or any other scriptures that come to mind, I want to bring this out first. This is Second Thessalonians chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. It reads, "Let no man deceive you by any means, that day shall not come except there come a falling away first." Okay, we over here at Great Millstone, we know that falling away is talking about going back to 70 AD. That's when the falling away started, all the way until us Israelites going into captivity under the so-called white man, losing our identity under the so-called white man, Esau. You know, when it started in 70 AD, when the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, you so-called white people, from your rulers or your elites on down, basically taking down the nation of Israel, okay? In 70 AD in particular, the three tribes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, for the most part, even though there was other tribes scattered amongst those three tribes, the primary tribes that Esau came against and besieged is the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Okay, so that was the falling away, started back in 70 AD, or some years before 70 AD, and some years after 70 AD. Okay, it started then. And it goes all the way into us Israelites losing our identity. We had to fall away from our identity before the kingdom would come, before Yahweh Shai will return and set up our kingdom, us in rulership on the planet Earth. Okay, it says, so that falling away has happened. And we coming back to our identity. You know, we're coming back to our identity, that we are the Hebrew Israelites according to this Bible, and the understanding of this Bible. You know, we're coming back to the understanding, the greatest understanding that would ever happen to the Israelites is happening right now. You know, starting with our apostles at Great Millstone, the elders on down. Okay, so I'm gonna read on. It says, so after the falling away, or the falling away will come first. It says, and that man of sin, the man of sin, be revealed, the son of perdition. So we in the time right now where that the man of sin, who is Esau, he is being revealed, and he's going to be destroyed, as the scriptures read. It says the son of perdition. Perdition means destruction. It say, who opposed it and exalted himself above all that is called God. Who does that and have done that? The so-called white man. Ultimately by what? Setting up an image of Caesar Borgia as the son of the Most High. Okay? Saying that God is white, the angels are white, all the men of all the holy men that we read about, the prophets and the scriptures, are so-called white people. Okay? I was watching a movie called the Imitation Game. I believe it's called The Imitation Game, going into World War II, and how the British, basically the British under, I believe the prime minister at that time was Churchill. Forget the first name, Churchill. He was the prime minister of basically Great Britain, and they used so-called the best, the greatest minds, the best mathematicians to break the codes of the Germans so that they could win the war, which all that really is a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, Esau putting out his lies to make the so-called white man seem so great. But in that movie, they said that God didn't give them the knowledge to overcome the war, so to speak, which that was a manufactured war, World War II. That was all manufactured by the elites, okay? Meaning put together, a well-staged Hollywood production, as Eustace Mullins put it, okay? They said that by their greatness of their mind, they came up with a machine which would eventually evolve into the computers we have today, that could decodify the codes that the Germans were sending to strategically attack the British. Okay. So in that movie, they were saying that, look, they were exalting themselves as the Most High, that they had power to conquer a nation without any divine power. Now, I'm just using that as an example. I'll go back to verse 4, this 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. It says, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worshiped. That's the so-called white man. Another movie that come to mind is that movie with Keanu Reeves. I think it was called, not The Knowing, but The Day the Earth Stood Still. That's the name of the movie. The Day the Earth Stood Still. I believe we had a woman president in the movie, or Secretary of State. I think it was a woman. I forget. But Keanu Reeves was playing that divine force that had came to the planet of Earth to basically rid the earth of its wickedness and of its low moral, immoral society and its corruption. Okay. The planet Earth had gone too far into corruption due to who? The so-called white man. And when he was on a gurney, I believe, or he was on a hospital bed, so to speak, the lady, she either was the president or she might have been the Secretary of State in that movie. I forget. So I forget about it. But she said to him, why have you come to visit our planet? She had said the planet Earth was theirs. Really talking about the so-called white people. So another example of the so-called white man exalting himself through, I'm just using the movies as some movies as examples. It says, so that he is as God sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is the Most High. Okay? And that's the so-called white man. He acts as if he is the Most High himself on the planet Earth through his actions. And like we said, ultimately through setting up, or like I said, ultimately through setting up Caesar Borgia as the image of our Lord and Savior, you know, which would say that the Most High, his father, is a so-called white man. Verse 5, it says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now that ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. Who's going to be revealed in his time? The man of sin, who is the so-called white man, Edom, according to the Bible. We in the time now of him being revealed, you know, and he's going to keep being revealed that he is the devil as long as the Most High got the ministry opened up and the prophets prophesying, testifying of these scriptures. Okay? And verse 7 reads, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, talking about when the Edomites was in power during the Roman Empire standing. During the time of the Roman Empire standing, that was Esau in rulership, and he was already at work working his wickedness in the earth. You know, he was already on the scene doing his wickedness. Okay, it says, only he who now let it will let until he be taken out the way. And the so-called white man, his power is just about destroyed, you know. He's basically out of power. He's pretty much damn near run out of all his power because the Most High is about to take him out the way, remove him out of power. The Most High have been letting this man stack up his tab of wickedness here in the planet Earth, and he is about to destroy him. In verse 8, and then shall the wicked be revealed, okay, which is now, when the time of this man being revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. That's the prophets. The prophets going out on the highways and byways, also putting up lessons, exposing who the mystery of iniquity is, who the man of sin is, which is Esau, the so-called white man. He is the wicked one. He is the wicked on the planet Earth. And it says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. That's ultimately how the Most High is going to destroy this man's power structure, or how verse 7 says how he's going to take him out the way. He's going to be taken out the way is by the thermonuclear missiles that's going to destroy America, which is really going to take this so-called white man out of his power seat. But before that, the Most High is going to send his prophets out to prophesy the downfall of this place and expose Esau that he is the wicked, and show and bring up and reveal all the wickedness that he has done in history and is doing still to this very day. Okay, now with that, I want to play this video again and do a little commentating on it. Like I said, I may go back into the book of Habakkuk, and I may bring out some other scriptures. I may not, you know, it all depends on the spirit. So I'm gonna let this I'm gonna go ahead and let this video play. You see the this is a news clipping from RT News. I watched this video earlier, caught it earlier. It says right here, U.S. invades Iraq, promising a better future. That's the so-called white man going into a different country saying, look, we're here to help you and better you.
Many Iraqis can hear me tonight in a translated radio broadcast, and I have a message for them. The tyrant will soon be gone. The day of
the tyrant will soon... Look at this fucking devil, man. Talking about the tyrant will soon be gone. No, you the tyrant. The so-called white man is the tyrant. Okay? And the Most High is about to take you out of power. He's about to move you out the way. Okay? And he was talking about Saddam Hussein, okay? That he was responsible for terrorism. Pretty much. That he was possessing weapons of mass destruction, you know, and he was a tyrant upon the people. No, the so-called white man over here in America and all over the planet globe, you the tyrant of the people, over the people, man. And this video is going to express that.
Liberation is near.
And really, put the tyrant to rest, man.
Tonight, I am announcing that the American combat mission in Iraq has ended.
Now, I'm going to stop the video real quick. It's showing you the so-called white man is the devil because devil, the word devil means deceiver. And what did the so-called white man say? He's through on this video, that was Baby Bush. He said that they're going to basically get rid of the tyrant, okay, and liberate the people. And they also went over there, they was pushing that whole government reform, meaning they was going to tear down that socialist government and implement democracy, okay, meaning spread his wine or spread his philosophy. Democracy is part of this man's philosophy, okay? And what did they do? Did they go over there and liberate the people? Did they get rid of the tyrant? No, because they didn't destroy themselves. The so-called white man is the tyrant. He is the cancer of the earth, okay? No, he brought hell, destruction upon the people. And to this very day, Iraq is in ruins. And this is not a cry out to the Iraqis. This is just showing an example of the so-called white man being a man of destruction, being a man that brings death, and he is proud in doing so. Okay?
It will take time to eradicate a cancer like ISIL. We will conduct a...
Look at this piece of shit right here, man. This fucking faggot that you niggas out there cried and boo-hooed over. Talking about it's going to take time to get rid of the cancer. Now, the Most High, the cancer is the so-called white man and his wicked philosophy running rampant on the planet Earth. Faggots and lesbians and chemical food, lies, slow kill through this pharmaceutical industry, and the list goes on, man. You the cancer of the earth. So-called white man is the cancer of the earth in his way, because this guy, Barack Obama, he's a Hamite, by the way. He's not an Israelite. He's not one of our people. He's a Hamite. And all he's doing is he's spreading Esau's wine. The scriptures call it wine, which is his philosophy. The so-called white man is the cancer of the earth. Not over there in Iraq and the Middle East and, with ISIS and all that shit. Esau, you the problem.
Systematic campaign of airstrikes against these terrorists.
What's concerning is people who are caught in the crossfire. Those innocent people of Mosul are the ones who require dire humanitarian assistance.
So just this year alone, in counting, it's damn near 1,000 civilians that got killed over there. This video is a perfect demonstration or illustration to put an image to what we read in Habakkuk 2, where it talks about this man is proud, he's spreading his wine, enlarging his desire as hell, and is as death. This video shows that, and his history shows it, has demonstrated what's written in the scriptures, man. The man of sin, he is the cancer of the earth. He is the tyrant. He is the problem, man. And the Most High is about to get rid of his ass. With that, I hope this video was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory once again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And Shalom.